In Aruba, the search for
new details in the case of Natalee Holloway.
Natalee Holloway's mother.
Alabama teenager Natalee Holloway.
In this story, the media came in and they stayed.
Don't speak to the vultures.
You guys don't have enough news?
People couldn't get enough of the Natalee Holloway story.
Beth Holloway seems to realize that the only way she's going to keep the pressure on and maybe find her daughter is to just keep talking.
Mic and sit and talk. I mean, that's all you could do.
Beth, thanks for being with us again.
7 hits in the morning or something like that.
Beth, it's Diane.
Yes, hi, Diane.
Good morning.
7 hits at night. 3 hours later, up, do it again, up, do it again, up, do it again.
The Natalee Holloway story just dominated. It was a sensation. It was also one in a string of stories that were grabbing headlines about missing, attractive young women. Women who all happened to be white.
Chandra Levy was last seen on April 30th.
27-year-old Lacey Peterson.
Every night, there were shows looking at what we called, the missing white female, because they were almost always stories of missing or murdered young white women.
It was apparent to a lot of people that there was this obsession, almost to the exclusion of anyone else who might also have been missing.
These shows were bringing in huge ratings. By far the largest was the story of Natalee Holloway.
Watch out, watch out. The police would say that the media got in their way and that we were trying to force their hand into doing certain things.
1 month into this investigation, there is intense scrutiny, and Joran and his 2 buddies are all in jail. But there's a problem.
There was not enough evidence. There was no body, there's no, let's say there's a blood trail found or something. There was just a big suspicion.
And then a major blow to Beth Holloway.
In Aruba, 2 of 3 young men held in the disappearance of Natalee Holloway are now free.
Deepak K and Sitish K will be immediately released.
The day the cowposts were released, it just crushed another level.
It is now that I ask the world to help me. 2 suspects were released yesterday who were involved in a violent crime against my daughter. Help me by not allowing these 2 to get away with this crime.
She did her press conference and blah, blah, and I think we got in trouble for calling the cowposts criminals or something, but so what?
The Aruban legal system was being criticized for not holding some of the suspects longer.
There are still many things we have to clarify, to investigate, to ask questions, so there is a lot of work to do.
They released them because they weren't charged.
The authorities now say that the cases against the Kalpoe brothers are completely dismissed.
Calling them criminals when in fact they'd just been released from jail and there were no charges really turned public sentiment against her.
We are here to support the police whose authority has been questioned.
People out there that are putting Arubians down, go home. If you don't like it, go home.
The entire dynamics of the island turned on me. All the people that were helping, all the people that I felt we were working together, you could feel the shift. You could feel the tide turn. It was not okay for me to call their citizens criminals.
You have overstayed your bloody welcome in our island.
The people on the island ultimately wanted Beth to go home.
In the perception of most people, Aruba was doing everything to solve the case, and that's why some people turned against her.
This is an ABC News special report.
Finally, something did break the news cycle of Natalee.
Hurricane Katrina is now a Category 5 hurricane, massive.
We're dealing with one of the worst natural disasters in our nation's history.
It was no surprise everyone in the media went to Katrina. I mean, Katrina was a catastrophic storm here in the United States, so naturally everybody did leave.
So many people affected by this storm. The destruction is just incredible.
And as soon as that happened, it was over.
The story fizzled off for the media, but not for Beth. Beth doesn't know where her daughter is.
We're in downtown.
This is Canal Street.
While the cameras are trained on New Orleans, Joran Sloot is being released from jail.
Are you guilty? They do have rules in Aruba about how long you can detain a suspect without a charge. They didn't feel that they were able to charge Joran with anything.
I know that he was responsible for the demise of Natalee. And he's a monster.
There was nothing that could tie him to Natalee's disappearance. And most of all, there was no body.
So I knew at that point it was time to take it up at the home front because the suspects were all out. And I made a pledge that I will share everything that I have learned, so that's what I did. First stop, Dr. Phil.
And then Dr. Phil went on TV and everybody's attitude changed.
We need to tell these people we will never set foot on Aruban soil again until you stand up and do what you have to do for this young woman.
They were asking to boycott Aruba.
There's 270 million people over here that are going to forget you people exist as a destination and see how that works for you.
And people here were like, what? Boycott Aruba? It was terrible to hear that.
Our sole bread and butter is tourism. A lot of flights start to cancel. Of course, the tourism went down.
She was going to do whatever it took to punish them. And if it meant taking Aruba down, she was going to take Aruba down.
I was trying to destroy an island in Joran, so I was on a mission. They destroyed me, and I thought, well, I'm going after them.
Joran Sloot, his guilt or innocence doesn't matter. He's now an international celebrity of notoriety.
So he decided that he was going to start talking about it.
Once Joran agrees to come to New York for an interview, Beth's attorney realizes this is an opportunity.
Are you ready to tell the truth? Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.